Hello, dear listeners. Today, we are going to explore the incredible journey of Jeff Bezos, the creator of Amazon and one of the most influential figures of modern times. But before we begin, it's important to understand that this story is not only about Jeff Bezos. It is also a great opportunity for you to improve your English listening skills and learn new vocabulary naturally. Stay with me until the end of this series, and you will not only understand his life story, but also strengthen your English. Now, let's go back to the beginning of his life. Part 1. The early life of Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a city in the United States. However, many people don't know that Bezos was not the name he was born with. His original name was Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen. Yes, that's right. He later changed his last name, and we will understand why. His mother, Jacqueline Jorgensen, was only 17 years old when she gave birth to him. She was still a student in high school, which made life very difficult for her. Imagine being that young and already responsible for raising a child. Even though the situation was challenging, Jacqueline was determined and strong. She wanted to give her son a better future. Jeff's biological father, Ted Jorgensen, was not very responsible. He struggled with alcohol and was not present in Jeff's life. Because of that, Jacqueline made a tough decision. She decided to leave him when Jeff was still a baby, knowing she needed to build a better environment for her son to grow. A few years later, Jacqueline met a man named Miguel Bezos, also known as Mike Bezos. He was an immigrant from Cuba, a hard-working and kind person who accepted Jeff as his own child. Eventually, he legally adopted Jeff, and that's when his name changed from Jorgensen to Bezos. Mike Bezos had a strong influence on Jeff's life. He worked as an engineer at Exxon, a large oil company, and showed Jeff the importance of discipline, effort, and persistence. From a very early age, Jeff showed signs of curiosity. He was always interested in understanding how things worked. He loved to experiment, fix objects, and build small things. For example, when he was very young, he once tried to take apart his crib using a screwdriver because he wanted a real bed. That moment clearly shows how curious and different he was as a child. As he got older, Jeff spent a lot of time with his grandfather, Lawrence Preston, on a ranch in Texas. His grandfather was a retired nuclear physicist who taught him valuable lessons about life. Jeff learned how to repair machines, fix tractors, and solve problems creatively. These experiences played an important role in developing his passion for technology and innovation. Jeff was also an excellent student. He loved reading, especially about science, space, and technology. His teachers often noticed his focus and determination. One interesting story from his childhood is that he built a homemade alarm system to keep his siblings out of his room. This shows that even as a child, he was creative and resourceful. By the time he reached high school, Jeff already had big dreams. He wanted to become an entrepreneur and build something extraordinary. He once told his friends that he wanted to create a company that would help humans live in space. Later, his family moved to Miami, Florida, where he studied at Miami Palmetto Senior High School. He continued to perform very well academically and became the valedictorian, the best student in his class. During his graduation speech, Jeff talked about his vision for the future. He said he wanted to help humanity by expanding civilization into space. This clearly showed how ambitious he was, even as a teenager. Part 2. College years and the beginning of a big vision. After finishing high school as the top student, Jeff moved on to Princeton University, one of the most prestigious universities in the United States. While many students were still unsure about their future, Jeff already had a clear goal. At Princeton, he studied electrical engineering and computer science, subjects that would be essential for the future he imagined. He didn't just want to work with technology, he wanted to use it to change the world. During college, Jeff became even more interested in computers. He spent hours learning, exploring, and improving his skills. He was known for his strong work ethic, meaning he worked very hard and stayed focused on his goals. While many students were distracted by social life, Jeff remained committed to his vision. He joined computer science groups and connected with professors who shared similar interests. After graduating in 1986, Jeff had many job opportunities. He worked at different companies, including ones focused on technology and finance. Eventually, he joined a company called D.E. Shaw, where he worked as a financial analyst. It was a high-paying and stable job, something many people would be satisfied with. However, Jeff felt that something was missing. He didn't want to spend his life only making money. He wanted to build something meaningful. In 1994, Jeff came across an article about the rapid growth of the internet. At that time, the internet was still new, but Jeff immediately saw its potential. He realized it could become a powerful tool for business. That's when he came up with the idea of creating an online bookstore, but not just a small one. He wanted it to be the biggest bookstore in the world. This idea was very bold. Few people believed in online shopping at that time. Still, Jeff decided to take a risk. He left his job, moved to Seattle, and started working on his business. With the support of his wife, Mackenzie Scott, he began building Amazon from a small garage. He didn't have much money, but he had determination. He worked day and night to create a platform where people could buy books online. In the beginning, Amazon was simple. It only sold books. But Jeff always had a bigger vision. He wanted Amazon to become a place where people could buy anything. Over time, that vision started to become reality. Even though there were many challenges, Jeff stayed focused and believed in his idea. And this is just the beginning of the story. Part 3, the rise of Amazon and the challenges along the way. As Amazon started to grow, it's important to understand that the journey was not easy. Many people did not believe in the company at first. The idea of buying things online was still very new, and most customers preferred traditional stores. Convincing people to trust a website with their money was one of the biggest challenges Jeff faced. There were also technical difficulties. Building a website that could handle many users, process orders, and protect customer information was not simple at that time. But Jeff focused on one key principle: customer trust. He made sure Amazon worked smoothly, delivered products on time, and always tried to fix problems quickly. This focus on customer satisfaction became one of the core values of the company. As time passed, Amazon expanded. It was no longer just a bookstore. In 1998, the company started selling music, electronics, and toys. This was a big step toward Jeff's vision of creating a marketplace where people could buy anything. The company continued to grow rapidly, offering more products and improving its services. However, not everything was positive. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, there was a major crisis known as the dot-com bubble. Many internet companies failed because they did not have strong business models. Investors began to lose confidence in online businesses, and Amazon was affected as well. The company was growing, but it was not making a profit yet. Many people believed Amazon would not survive. Some even predicted its failure, but Jeff Bezos stayed calm. He believed in the long-term vision of the company. Instead of focusing on short-term profits, he focused on building strong systems that would support Amazon in the future. During this time, Amazon made important changes. It started building its own warehouses and delivery systems, allowing the company to control shipping speed and costs. It also introduced a new model where third-party sellers could use Amazon's platform to sell their own products. This turned Amazon into a marketplace, not just a store. By the early 2000s, these decisions began to show results. In 2003, Amazon finally became profitable. This was a major milestone. From that point on, the company continued to grow faster and stronger. Part 4. Innovation and leadership. Jeff Bezos became known for his unique way of thinking. He always focused on the future. While many companies looked for quick profits, Jeff believed in long-term success. He was not afraid to take risks, even when others doubted him. One of his main ideas was to always prioritize the customer. He believed that if customers trusted Amazon, the business would succeed. This mindset helped the company build strong loyalty over time. Another important concept was what Jeff called the Day One philosophy. He believed that Amazon should always act like a startup, even as it grew into a massive company. This meant always improving, always innovating, and never becoming comfortable. Amazon introduced many innovations that changed the way people shop. One of the most important was the one-click purchase system. Before this, buying something online required several steps. With one click, customers could complete a purchase instantly. This made shopping faster, easier, and more convenient. The company also launched Amazon Prime in 2005. This service offered fast and free shipping for members. Over time, it included movies, music, and other benefits. Prime became one of the most successful subscription services in the world. Amazon continued to expand into new areas. In 2006, it launched Amazon Web Services, a cloud computing platform. That became one of the company's biggest sources of profit. In 2007, it introduced the Kindle, making digital reading more popular. Later, Amazon entered the grocery market and even acquired physical stores. Part 5, Legacy and the Future. Jeff Bezos did more than build a successful company. He changed the way people live and shop. Amazon became one of the most valuable companies in the world, and Jeff became one of the richest individuals on the planet. In 2021, he stepped down as CEO, but his influence remains strong. His ideas continue to shape the company and inspire entrepreneurs around the world. But Jeff did not stop there. He turned his attention to new challenges, especially space exploration. Through his company Blue Origin, he is working to make space travel more accessible. He believes that in the future, humans will live and work in space. He has also invested in environmental causes. Through the Bezos Earth Fund, he committed billions of dollars to fight climate change and protect the planet. Jeff Bezos' story is a powerful example of what is possible. It shows that success comes from vision, hard work, and the willingness to take risks. He started with a simple idea and turned it into something that changed the world. Beyond business, his life also includes personal experiences. He was married to Mackenzie Scott for many years, and together they built a family. After their divorce, both continued their own paths, with Mackenzie becoming known for her generosity and charitable work. Today, Jeff continues to explore new opportunities. His journey reminds us that success is not just about money, but about creating impact, solving problems, and thinking beyond limits. So if you have a dream, remember this. Start where you are, take risks, stay consistent, and never stop learning. Because just like Jeff Bezos, you have the potential to build something extraordinary. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more inspiring stories.